Countries around the world are engaged in similar fights against drugs, especially in Latin America and the United States. The U.S. government is turning its attention to the high seas, targeting so-called narco traffickers in the Pacific Ocean. Their efforts appear to be paying off, with a record number of drugs seized at sea this year. CCTV's Markovits has insight from Mexico.
It looked like a scene from a Hollywood thriller. 200 miles off the coast of Central America, U.S. Coast Guard cutters apprehended the crew of a submarine carrying more than 6 tons of cocaine. It was one of a string of high-profile seizures by the Coast Guard and the U.S. Navy in Pacific waters during the past year. Some 30 confrontations with drug smugglers have resulted in more cocaine being seized in the Pacific than the last 3 years combined.
Today you will see an offload of over 32 metric tons of pure, uncut cocaine, the largest drug offload in U.S. history. The wholesale value alone exceeds $1 billion. I'm not in the market of selling this, but trust me, on the street it would sell for much more.
The increased patrols in the international waters of the Pacific are the result of more federal funding, a turnaround from 2013 when funding was slashed. The Coast Guard said some 90% of drug smuggling boats being tracked by officials was getting through. As border security tightens, analysts say Mexican cartels have shifted to the open waters as a safer way of getting their product into the United States.
Despite record seizures, cooperation between Mexico and the United States has hit a rough patch following the escape of top narco boss Joaquin El Chapo Guzman from a Mexican jail.
The high-profile incident has fueled concerns that the Mexican government is not doing enough to combat the cartel business.
For one thing, I mean, the past administration was very open and extremely forthcoming with the United States. I mean, the United States agencies, they had like a really wide berth to operate here in Mexico. And the Peña administration has vowed to change that. They rejected the Chapo extradition. They centralized everything at the Ministry of Interior.
But for U.S. officials, the renewed push to catch narco traffickers on the Pacific was a much-needed victory in a bloody drug war that has shown no signs of slowing down. Markovits, CCTV, Mexico City.